Hello, and welcome back to Therapist Plays Night in the Woods. You all, I must say, I am so fucking jazzed up from the last episode because of Selmer's poem. Selmer's poem, There's No Reception in Possum Springs. It's just got me feeling things about the class war and everything else that's wrong with the world. Just something about someone using their creative talents to supercharge a social issue. My God, it's electrifying. So it has me thinking about, well, a lot of things. Oh, look, all the construction is gone, so we can actually go this way. It has me thinking about things in my world of psychology and how some of the structures of it just don't make sense as is. But more on that in a moment. First, let's get into May's reflection on farming. Farming. I could farm. What? What is she talking about? Farming is like literally one of the most difficult jobs. Like, I'm actually not on board with the train of thought that May is like super naive. I think she has just a different kind of worldliness to her. This is a ridiculous thought, May. If I stay in town long enough, I could see getting into the farm life. What are you talking about? As someone who is like kind of anti-work, farming is something, as I understand it, I'm not a farmer, but I understand that as an industry where you're basically never not working. Like, it's your life. And it's difficult. It's a difficult life. The problem with farms, I guess she's been inspired by Somers too, is the amount of poop. Like, even if you don't have animals, you actually buy poop or something and shovel it all over the place. It's madness. It's poop madness. That she is right about. Oh my goodness, she is so funny. Well, on the topic of, is May naive? Some of the comments people have been posting recently have been like, appreciative of how we've been framing May in this series as someone actually adapting pretty well to her circumstances with a lot of positive personal qualities, and definitely with stuff to work on as well. But the more popular consensus is that she's annoying and naive and these sort of things. And I take a strong objection to that. In fact, I take a strong objection with the entire focus and emphasis on the things that we consider as deviations from the norm, mostly in the negative direction. It's become kind of our instinct to look at people, both in the psychological field, but also just in general, I think, as people, and say, what are the things that this person deviates from the norm in a negative way? And I could easily go down that path. I've been trained to do it. Okay, that's what you go to psychological school for, is to learn, oh, this person has anxiety. This person is more miserable in these situations because of these things. This is where they're dysfunctional. This is where they struggle. And we've become so obsessed with that we've ended up with something called the Diagnostic Statistical Manual, which is a classification of mental illness and these common deviations from the norm. Now, the DSM is important. I don't advocate fully for its entire abolishment. It's important to understand when there are pretty serious deviations and unifying which approaches are effective for helping people work on those things and make themselves healthier. However, why, I have been asking myself, most especially since the beginning of this series, why isn't there a statistical manual for the common factors in someone's life that make them healthy? I mean, we have some general assumptions and say like, oh, well, this person's very resilient. They're very adaptable. They have a good personality. They know how to find the humor in things. But we kind of treat those traits as conditional or temporary based on limited factors. And for some reason, we've decided that like we need a diagnostic statistical manual for all the bad shit, but we don't need one for anything good. Any common traits of resilience that make people healthier. For example, I've said already that the things I admire a lot about May are her social fluency. She seems to be able to go into almost any social situation and adapt very quickly to styles of communication, to infuse those conversations with humor, sarcasm, wittiness across generations, ages, demographics. She hangs out with people who are in the town, outside of the town. Like she's amazing at this. So she has a kind of social fluency. I also think that she has maybe an above average openness to new experiences. She is willing to basically get into any thing at any point, whereas a lot of other people might be hesitant to do that. And I just find it strange that we don't have something that categorizes those kinds of traits and says, oh, well, like, what's causing that? We have a statistical manual for what's causing them to be miserable. This is what gives them depression. These are the factors that are going to contribute to that. These are the social, environmental, psychological, biological factors that contribute to that. Where's my manual for the things that make people healthy? Well, it doesn't exist, folks. We don't have one. And it's not hard to wonder why. All you have to do is ask us, it's just one question, one single question. Okay, who would benefit from a statistical manual of health traits, of things that make people resilient? Well, you and I might benefit. Practicing clinicians might benefit, and people, generally people, might benefit from beginning to label themselves with a more comprehensive view of both negative and positive traits, instead of just the negative ones. And just instead of just saying, oh, well, like, yeah, I have a lot of anxiety and I'm depressed and I don't adjust well in these contexts. And I also have this combination of very positive traits. We sort of hand wave that stuff away and don't identify as closely with it. Well, I can tell you for certain that there's no way to reimburse a diagnosis for something healthy about someone. There's no billing code that someone comes to my therapy office and I say, hey, this person is incredibly resilient. This little cat here has a high degree of acceptance and openness to new experiences. Great, Brady, here's some money for discovering that. That's not happening. And so these traits might languish in the kind of vague obscurity that they're in right now, which is that, one, we don't treat them as a fundamental part of treatment, nor do we try to categorize them and say, well, this trait shows up in a variety of contexts. And you might be saying, well, it's because it's too individualized. So is depression, so is anxiety. Not everyone has the same kind. As someone who has diagnosed hundreds of people with anxiety and depression, they never all look all that similar. And neither do people's health traits. Like, I sort of wonder and don't wonder why this doesn't exist. The reasons are obvious practically, but they're not intellectually. So I hereby advocate for the continuum of health, which is to say, there are things that cause deviations from the norm, a baseline of healthiness, which are negative, and those exist, and we can pathologize those things. And there's a continuum, which are deviations from the norm, which are positive traits, which we have no formal way of cataloging at present. So for now, I'll just make it my personal mission to talk about those things in addition to what's wrong with people, because I think it's important to include both. Welcome to historic Possum Springs, original county seat of Deep Hollow County. You're not lost, you're here. After this, a few miles, and you go under the highway, and it's just rolling fields and farms. I missed the corn mazes this fall, and the haunted barn in Brittle. Always next year, for campfires and corn dogs. Weird that the town ends like, bam, right here. There's like a line somewhere that no one can see, but you can put it on a map. That's deep. I think May would make a good poet, honestly, if she sat down and took a crack at it. It is kind of interesting, though. I kind of thought that there would be more of, like, I guess the town on that side of things. But I guess we live kind of near the edge of it, unless like crossing that boundary sort of suggests there's more distance that we travel. Mint. So, when I think about May, Selmers, and Bee and Greg and Angus and Mom and Dad and all of the characters that we've met so far, I want to make the full range of assumptions. What is this person struggling with? Is still a very important, very valid, very essential question to ask. And how is this person adapting to their circumstances in ways that make them fundamentally resilient? Selmers, for instance, is such a badass, and I think that she's like one of the healthiest people here, because she has one of these like very valuable traits, which is turning her suffering into art and sharing it with other people and having an impact on them and all of us. So, go Selmers. Hey Selmers, you were great last night. Oh, thanks. Having you to bounce ideas off helped. I'm good for that. Want to hear a no poem? Of course. This is a short one because I'm tired. Me too, so that works out. I got mad one time. It was online. I've been mad on the internet before too. It's crazy making. Damn, that was fire. Wait, was that actually the poem? What were you doing at the library? I go to the library? No, but seriously. Crocodile with a cowboy hat. And sadness. The deep inner workings of Selmer's mind. The other thing that I have noticed since I've been approaching this wellness perspective more and talking about it with other clinicians is that people are very, very hesitant to part ways with the fixation on pathology and what's wrong with people. And it seems to be a hard boundary to cross that I'm in no way suggesting, oh, just forget about negative things and let's focus on positive things. It's just what's on the other side. We know that there is a sort of normative kind of healthiness, and that there is a negative continuum this way towards illness. And everything in here is what you find in the DSM that you would pathologize someone for. And I don't think that that's something to discard. What I'm interested in more now than ever is what's on the continuum this way towards what makes people healthy. So it's not that. Okay, I would just want to include both of them. And I also have found using these approaches more that people are pretty aware of their problems. Like, people are pretty aware of their problems. We know that we're sad. We know that we're anxious. We may delve into deeper understandings of those things over time, but generally, like, if you feel bad, you know that you feel bad. But it's so easy to not understand or not be aware of the things that you're doing that are actually really, really healthy, and to try to identify what, you know, has brought measurable benefit to your life. Like, I think that May's openness to new experiences is like one of those things that has made her very adaptable to what could feel like a rewind in her life. And I think that she would just take it for granted, like a lot of people do, and just say, well, that's just how I am. And it's like, why minimize that? Why minimize that in favor of saying that is actually something unique about you that you don't have to do? And the fact that you do it and that it is natural is just as important as the fact that some people naturally have a higher level of social anxiety, which people know. I go into a social situation, I know I'm anxious, I know it sucks. People are not as keen and aware of, well, here are the situations where I flourish. And that is kind of the mission of this style of therapy, is to reattach, or in some cases attach, if we've never really understood them, those traits to someone's narrative about themselves. I play a mean banjo. Claw hammer. Really? I play bass. We should play together sometime. You know Long Black Veil? Yep. You know Tom Dooley? Yep. My dad likes that stuff. You know Willer Garden? Nope. Ugh. Damn. We'll win his affection at some point. Or we won't. But we'll probably keep trying. So that is why I find May Borowski to be quite the incredible specimen of a cat-human character. Because despite not everything in her life going well, she has a lot going for her internally and as a part of her that, given the right opportunities, if she keeps pursuing them, will allow her to flourish. Just as someone's inbuilt traits of negative aspects will show up more when negative opportunities are present. Methinks I spy a tunnel shark, scary monster in the dark. Holy crap! I didn't really see it. Please don't listen. Now, this guy, perfect example. Maybe our first instinct is to say, oh, what an insecurity this man has. Yeah, that's right in here. He's got an insecurity about how people perceive him. Okay, but the insecurity is attached to what? This sense of meaning that he makes out of poetry, which, despite the insecurity, clearly provides a fundamental benefit to his life, such that he continues to do it, even though it's hard. And he shows up at the library for poetry night, poetry slam, whatever it is, to share it with others. With respect to his character, I think we have to consider both of them, not just that he's socially insecure. Speaking of things that make us healthy, taking care of baby rats. Now, disclosure, May already has a pretzel because I had an issue with my save and I had to go back to a previous autosave and play out the last scene, and I think I forgot to feed them. I just keep forgetting. So I still have a pretzel and I still have to feed them today. That's why she said one pretzel is already enough. So, no thieving today necessary. Who is this? Whoa, hi down there. Ahoy there, May. Is that Mr. Salvi? What are you doing in a boat? In the tunnel? In the late afternoon? We just woke up. It's like late afternoon. What are you doing home from school? I guess I kinda dropped out. Well, we did drop out. Unless kinda qualifies that as, I don't know, something else. Hopefully it's not gonna be revealed that we were like kicked out or something. I guess I kinda dropped out. Oh dear, May. Yeah, sorry. Why are you apologizing to me? I don't know. That is adorable. You know, despite the fight with Mom being resolved and, you know, Mom doing her best to communicate that May's not a disappointment as a person, but they are disappointed that college didn't work out for her. She probably still does feel a little bit of that. And maybe even it shows up in instances like this where telling anybody that feels like you're not living up to general expectations. This seems to be an older individual and I don't know. It sucks. You know, I had this feeling when, whenever I explain the most important chapters of my life where I say, yeah, you know, I grew up in Europe, and then people say, well, what are you doing here in America? And I have to say, that's a good question. You know, getting into the details of it feels like I'm going to cross over into my attempts to stay there did not work. And then it feels a little bit like, you know, oh, well, did you waste the opportunity? Did you fail at it? Like, what really happened? And it's just not like worth getting into all the details with everybody that I meet. So I try to just gloss over it mostly. But I know that feeling of like, you know, it feels like you're disappointing people who aren't even invested in your storyline to say, yeah, I'm coming back to a place that I left from with not so much to show for it, it feels like. But in fact, I do have a lot to show for it, and so does May. But it's part of those invisible traits, those positive traits. They're a lot less obvious than the negative ones. So what are you even doing down here? It's my side hustle. Salvies. Salvage. What's that? I'm a junk man, May. Are you not mowing lawns anymore? Oh no, I'm still doing the landscaping. But I'm also a purveyor of fine goods. For the discerning antique enthusiast. Okay. Side hustle. Yeah. You want to come along? Boat ride back into the tunnel? Gonna be a short trip today, but might be fun. Sure. Yeah, why not? And I realize that we can choose not to have that openness to experience, but that feels more like a game mechanic to me, like if we just don't want to spend the time on it. But canonically, if you allow her to, May takes any opportunity to sort of try something new. This probably isn't smart. It's pretty safe. I just need a second pair of hands. Usually I take one of the kids over there. Hey teens, I'm going on this boat now. Just saying, like, if anyone should ask. I got on this boat with Mr. Salvi here. Okay, thanks. What was... Okay, let's go. Safety first. That's actually also a really smart thing for her to do. You know, to announce where she's going, have some witnesses. And lots of folks from somewhere else drive past, between Fort Lucine and Willow Grove. And they like going to antique shops out here. I think they think it's exclusive or something. And that's the side hustle. Wow. Do they know it's garbage? It's not garbage. Sorry. Here, we're coming up on one now. You'll see. Well, being a junk man kind of is garbage. This is garbage. It's an island of garbage. Your garbage is my priceless antique. Once it's cleaned up a bit. Look around. Find something. Is this thing safe to walk on? Oh yeah. Years of sediment and rocks and junk. You called it junk too? She's got a point. Oh wow, it's a thing. A sled? Really bad boat? Maybe you, like, sleep in it? Tiny garbage hammock? Should I take this garbage bed? Yes. Yes! Oh yeah, love me a mystery garbage object. What is this? Huh. Big axe. Do I want a big garbage axe? Instead of this other thing? Yeah. Garbage axe is way cooler than mystery garbage object. It's so big and axey. Find anything good? Killer garbage axe. Oh, nice. Looks like an old fire axe from somewhere. Axe murderer garbage axe! Yes, you could conceivably murder someone with this. Have to sharpen it first. Oh, I'll sharpen it. Planning on murdering someone? I keep my options open. Oh dear. And somehow, he'd run over his own foot. No! With the mower. Ah! Yeah, he's got a limp now. But he still comes to work. Jeez. Gotta work. Okay, so remember how I said I needed a second pair of hands? Oh yeah. What was that about? There's a little panel back there where you are. Gonna need you to use it and move this light up here. Are we... Wait. Why? We got bats down here. So? I don't like bats. But bats like bugs, and bugs like light. So you're gonna shine that light all around them and get them to scatter. Looking for bugs. They mostly go away for a while when they scatter. Oh, okay. Oh, look at that. Okay, so we can control this. Now get ready. We're coming up on a place they like to cluster together. Okay, got it. Here we go. Above me. Baby bats, baby bats. Oh, they are cute. Wow. Did most of them leave? I think so. Sure were a lot of them. Oh, I hate them. But bats are cute. They are not. Can I take a bat home? Ain't no bat getting on my boat. Sooner swim back than have a goddamn bat on my boat. Okay. No bats. No bats. No bats, just baby rats. Next Selmer's over here. All right, we're coming up on another island. Garbage ho! You gonna look around? No, I'm gonna hang out in the boat. Of course I'm gonna look around. You're sarcastic like your dad. Do you still talk to my dad? Okay, maybe they're friends. Oh yeah, I get my meats from him once a week. Last fall, us and some of the boys from the factory days went up to Studer's old hunting camp. You get anything? Ed Gress got a 6-point buck. Oh, nice. All right, let's go. We got a schedule to keep. Yeah, I mean, despite, like, not really wanting to work formally, she's done basically every job so far. She's done manual labor, smashing up those bulbs with Greg. She's helped B in some capacities, like repairing that furnace and a little bit of the clerk stuff. And now she's helping a junk man dig around for antiques, I guess. Like, she's an incredibly versatile little thing, isn't she? Find anything good? No. What is this? Oh my god. It's a coconut monkey. Like the one Granddad brought back home from Hawaii. Do I want this coconut friend? Yes. Welcome to the family, Mr. Monkey. Oh, I had a coconut monkey once. I love you so much, and we've just met. Oh. Yeah, I had a coconut monkey that I think was like a little bank. Like, it had a little slot to put coins in. Holy shit. Dracula teeth. These are so red, I could totally be a Dracula. Of all the false teeth in the world, Dracula teeth are the best. Should I take these excellent Dracula teeth instead of my dear friend Coconut Monkey? Ah, no. I think I have to keep the Coconut Monkey. I can get new ones for like $1 over at the Ham Panther. I don't know if vintage Dracula teeth are that much of fun. Probably not that sanitary either. You know, from the junk island to put them in your mouth. These excellent Dracula teeth, no. I love how she has to convince herself that they're not actually the sweetest fucking find out here. Coconut Monkey. Is it still good? He's a little soft. And he smells like trash water. But when he's all dried out, he's gonna be a regular member of the family. Huh. Alright. You're not gonna steal him for your shop or anything, right? No. Not even tempted? I think I can let this one go, May. And that's how I saved Longest Night. Wow. Did you ever tell your kids? What? No. It'd spoil the magic. Did they ever notice your neck scar? I'm a little disappointed we're not getting clued into these fantastical stories all the way. If they did, they never said nothing. Did the cops ever catch the guy? Oh no, he's still out there. But he ain't coming back anytime soon. Wow, great story. All right, we're coming up on another bat nest. Do bats have nests? Whatever. Get the light ready. Shine it up there and get rid of them. Aye, aye, sir. Here they come. Baby bats, baby bats, baby bats! There they are. Wow! Did most of them leave? I think so. I got them good. Thanks, kid. I'm 20! Well, at my age, that's plenty kid enough. Rude. Coming up on another island. How many of these are there down here? Oh, I ain't counted. Seem to find new ones all the time. Yeah, where exactly are we? We're like under Possum Springs, I guess. and lose old ones. Spooky. We're pretty far back now. It's always a bit spooky. It's like a whole tunnel system underneath the town. Whoa. Old trolley car over there. Yeah, we're getting close to where the flood really hit hardest. Can't imagine this place still up and running. It was quite something. Had a sense of going somewhere. Yeah. Way back when, they got these new trolley cars. They were designed by some company overseas. Big and fancy. Like France or something. They are pretty. Yeah, they still got them their charms. You gonna look around? Sure. So, that's kind of interesting. I mean, they kind of remind me of the stuff in May's Dreams. Which, now that I'm thinking about it, like, Possum Springs, it's not really big enough to have trolleys, is it? Maybe the town was like much bigger and it's just been kind of reducing in size. And I don't think that's the first time we've heard of the flood. But there's been a couple of points of like hinting at the violent and destructive history of Possum Springs and its residents. We've got the old miner strike and beating the shit out of that miner executive and stealing his teeth. Murders, kidnappings, Casey disappearing, finding a severed arm, and this flood as well. It's been through quite a lot of change over the years. Oh, huh. Wonder how old this is. It's pretty soggy. What sport even is this? It's a sports mystery. The worst kind of mystery. It's pretty, though. Do I want this thing? I don't even know what it is. It's gross and I don't care about sports anymore. Oh, nice. Football. Our official religion around here. I could totally wear this. It's functional! I could totally wear this in the winter, in case I slip on the ice. I could wear this if I was in a fight. Could probably stop a bullet even. I don't know. It smells inside, though. Do I want this thing? Yeah. It's functional! I mean, it's pretty cool. I wonder if those old smelters boys will appreciate it. Find anything good? Football helmet. Oh. You sure you want that? Did I finally find something you want? Well, I mean, it's cool. You take it. No, it's all right. It's your boat. It's your garbage. You can have it. No, that's fine, May. No, I think you should have it. No, May. You take it. Take it. I don't want it. Neither do I. Take it. It's yours. God damn it, you take this effing helmet. No! Oh, you go straight to hell. Are you okay? Yeah, sorry I yelled. Me too. You happy with your helmet? Yeah, it's functional. I think she brings out such unique qualities in everyone that she meets as well. Any more bats to get rid of? No, they don't come back this far to sleep. They fly around a good bit back here, though. Unless you clear them off before you get here. Where even are we? Almost to the far platform. Oh, wow. Is that where we're going? Well, you got rid of most of the bats back there. So maybe we can make one last stop at the big one. The big one? I thank God I wasn't down here when the flood hit. The river jumped, right? Yeah, flood was bad enough. River just up and moved. Had something to do with the reservoir, too. I forget. I guess it was a while ago. Weird to think that rivers can move. I'm wondering the same thing, actually. Like, I guess they can just move. Oh, they're always moving, kid. 20-year-old. They're just usually moving in one direction. No one's really prepared for when it stops doing what it's always been doing. All right, here we are. The big one. Wow. This looks like something I dreamed. Or something. It's familiar in some ways. Back then, they thought the trolleys would stay on the track, come a big flood. But nah, they went right along with the water, bobbing up and down, crashing into big piles like this. Jeez. Can't fix something like this. What are you gonna do? Dam up the river? Dig this whole thing out? Nobody got that money. Nobody got that time. This is like visiting someplace beyond the grave. Like where you go when you die. Some folks did die down here. Oh yeah. You gonna look around? I have to say, not much back this far usually. Most stuff washes in from side channels, gets caught up back where we came from. Yeah, I think I'll still look around. Yeah, that is kind of curious. I mean, these are definitely things that show up in her dreams. Is it maybe suggesting that, like, this trolley stuff was actually below the town? In the tunnels and that sort of thing, and the river just kind of washed it away. How long ago was this flood? I mean, our man here said, like, I'm glad I wasn't here, so it must have been within his lifetime. So probably not that long ago. Which May hasn't been down here before. Maybe she does know the town before the flood, if it's not been that long, but yeah, it's kind of curious why this stuff would show up in her dreams. Wonder what this used to lock up. Really old lock. Pretty neat key. Someone bought this to keep something safe. A secret. Do I want to take this? Yeah, secrets are cool. This thing has, like, someone's intentions in it. Or something. Feels heavy. Someone should have it. I agree. Oh, look at this. Wow. Wonder if it still works. Should probably clean all of the mud out of it first. Do I want to take this? Even more than the lock? No, I do think the lock is a little more mysterious than the instrument. I got nowhere to put it, and I can't play it. Also feel like some horn-playing ghost is gonna haunt me if I take it from here. Well, that's true. I don't want to be haunted by a ghost. I'm just really enjoying that echo. Find anything good? Got a lock and a key. Oh, what are you gonna do with that? I don't know. I just figured someone should have it. It's thoughtful, May. I feel like we're 1,000 miles away from Possum Springs. Yeah, we're not so far, though. Let's get going. Here we are. Wow. So that's it. That's the other mural. It's so... Yeah. Yeah. Basically the only thing back here that survived the flood. It's kind of giving her a somber feeling, isn't it? Workers and miners descending from the hill. Guess heading towards... prospects. I wonder why that's affecting her so. I just think it's nice that it's not gone. Yeah, I guess. Forgotten maybe, but not gone. Well, not forgotten yet. I wonder if in like 500 years, some archaeologists will find it and wonder what it meant. Sometimes I think in 50 years no one will know what it meant. Places can't control how they're remembered. They just hang out and then fall apart. You okay, May? Yeah. I'll be fine. I'm just gonna look around, just gonna look for a minute. Take your time. June bug. Yeah, okay, that was a curious little moment of somber reflection for May. I mean, it's clearly she has some kind of affection for the town, despite some of the negative sentiment about it, wanting to die anywhere else and all of that. I think it's less about hating the town and more like if good things came to the town, or if it was supported better, or there was some hopefulness about how it was going to develop, people would like it just fine. Maybe it's just that she yearns for a time when the town was seen as something worth investing in, and there was hopefulness about it developing, and the story of the miners and the workers and all of that, they kind of suggest that hopefulness. And what we're left with is, well, something that didn't quite turn out all that well, and that was ultimately exploited by fat cats. Well, that was an interesting little adventure. I'm kind of curious what else comes of that side of the story. Okay, well, let's see what else is going on in town. Oh, it's our two friends. Go Smelters! Hey, you never told me why you were feeling down the other day. Do I gotta tell you everything? No, just asking is all. Well, ask someone else. What? Hey, what? Why is there so much cold distance between these two lads? They've been like the most stable thing in this town. The two boys hanging outside Miller's, talking about the Smelters games. The most enduring friendship, built solely on a shared common interest. Why is it falling apart? Why are they just staring at each other? Oh my god, I hope that they can resolve whatever is between them. It's genuinely crushing. Go Smelters, though. What's up, kid? How's it snacking, Falcon? Just kicking it. Drank too much chocolate milk. I was throwing up when the light bulb delivery came. I had to sign for it while puking. What an eventful life he has. Geez, are you okay? Yeah, I'm good. Just flew too close to the sun. The chocolate milky sun. So what's up? Just saying hello. Good for smashing some light bulbs. Okay, well, sadly we're not gonna spend time with Greg, because we're gonna hang out with Angus and Bee instead. But I do want to smash some light bulbs. Useful expenditure of my time and energy. I'm a bit rusty, though, at it. Okay, this one I got. Boom! So pure and good. That's fucking right! Get it together, dude. I swear I hit that one. Let's go! Cathartic. I really should try to break them in the other direction so that the glass isn't blasting on his head. Attack the bulb planet! Boom! Blow up the sun! Let's go! I've mastered that part of this. I think I got cut. This is one of the most irresponsible things that we do. Yeah, that's definitely a cut, right by my ear. Oh, but she so enjoys it. Dodged. Dodged it. All right, I'm smiling, but it hurts. Ouch. Wow, out of bulbs. Oh, wonder if we needed it. How does he not get fired? Whatever. Christine will order more. This is a magical place. Oh my gosh. I love spending time with Greg. He rules. Okay, let's see what's going on at the edge of town. Who's this? Do I know you? No. Oh. Aren't you Greg's cousin? You really look like his cousin. Not his cool cousin, Jen, like the other cousin? Why would you say that, May? Why would you just out and say, you remind me of someone? Not a cool person, by the way. No. Who are you then? What are you here? I'm trying to find your city council. Town council. We're a town. Right. What do you, why are you looking for them? Supposed to be demoing an infrastructure and municipal services management program. What? Helps you manage things like snowplows and broken hydrants and stuff. Oh yeah, we have those sometimes. I just figured it'd be helpful. I don't know. Lots of places are just scared of new things. Just want to keep things like they are forever. Falling apart. It's frustrating. You're really into this, huh? I mean, it's my job, so... I had a job. I bagged groceries. Could you program something to make that job not suck? Well, soon it's all gonna be robots anyhow, so... Jeez. Yeah. I got it. You're Donna's cousin. Yeah. She used to babysit me. Oh wow, are you the kid that killed a bird with her mace? It was an accident, and I was like 9. I thought it was perfume. Oh, May. She sprayed a baby bird with mace. Oh my god. I thought the bird would like it. Well, you were 9. It died, like, instantly. Just... dead. Oh my god. Okay, well, I'm gonna go. Good luck. Try not to kill anything. No promises. Oh, man. That is morbidly hilarious. All the more reason, probably, that she cares about taking care of the baby rats. And finds value in that because she has clearly come a long way since macing a baby bird instantly to death. Maybe another thing for the health version of the DSM. How well does this person learn life lessons? I think she learns them pretty well. Hey. Hey. What? Wanna hang out? I got plans later. Okay, well, I don't think you're gonna get kidnapped or anything. Yeah, let's hang out with Germ. Hop on my bike. Really? Where is it? Tied up behind the food donkey. I guess you could, like, run behind. Okay, fine. You sure your bike's gonna be safe? Yeah, I don't think anyone's been in that shed for years. Sorry you fell off. That's cool. I feel so alive. Scrapes are cool like that. I skinned my elbow. I hit my head pretty hard. So we fell off the bike. Oof, an elbow scratch. I can, like, ride you to the hospital for this serious wound. Siren on. I love these two together. So what are we doing here? Do you trust me? Well, not really, actually. I don't really know what to think of Germ. Never thought about it before. Okay, bye. What? Oh my god, Germ! Oh, jeez, dude. Hey. What the hell, man? Jump, it's fine. For real? Literally someone telling you to go jump off a bridge. I guess we're gonna do it. That is, like, actually a serious drop. Dude, you scared me to death. Why? You jump off big stuff all the time. I guess that's true. I guess we kind of, like, go on top of buildings and shit. This really isn't more dangerous than that. Yeah, but, like, that's in town. Nice flat ground. Not like I can just go jumping off cliffs and whatever. Oh yeah, I forgot you grew up in town. So what are we doing here? I come here a lot. I wanted to show you something. You hang out at a sewer pipe? Are you showing me the sewer? I thought you'd be interested. I saw like 10 rats down here once. Okay, that's pretty cool. Well, that's a nice thing that Germ thought, I want to show this to May. That's, I think, another part of her social fluency. It's not just that she can run with different crowds, but she's actually pretty accepted, and even like people desire a deeper connection with her. Here, this enigma of a man, Germ, wants to show us his most private and special quarters here in the sewer. Okay, so I started coming down here a few months ago to like just hang. Okay. And I noticed, oh, hey, Rabies. What is that? Rabies is my sewer friend. His name is Rabies. His name is Rabies. His name is Rabies. I found him when they pulled that body out of here after that big flood of a few months ago. The very same flood? That can't be. This town has had like a near extinction level flooding event in the last few months, like this year, right before May came back, most likely. Okay, that adds quite a bit of context to the collective trauma of this little town. Especially considering, like, probably quite a few people died. Oh, neat. He was sad and wet and hungry, so I brought him some chips and ice cream. Sounds right. And I wanted the other possums to not pick on him, so I named him after something they're all afraid of. This is the best story ever. He's so rad. Hey, Rabies, speak. Now, I've never interacted with the possum myself, so I can't verify if they really sound like that. But it's pretty fucking rad. Oh my god. He's gonna rule this whole ravine someday. You be nice to May, okay, Rabies? I love him. You got any pets? I got some rats downtown. Dude, these two are the understated kings and queens of this place. So there's like weird stuff on the walls in here. Ancient cave paintings. Not new, at least. But what do you think it means? If you sleep here, you might drown. Rabies is Trash King. It's a prophecy, written by ancient hobos. There's like all kinds of secret places around this town. I'm like the only person to really map that. Oh, hey Rabies, what you got there? Oh my god! Is that a fiasco bar? You want me to unwrap that for you, guy? Holy effing crap. He is the best. You should take him home. No way, he'd pee all over everything and dig a hole in the wall and live there. Oh yeah. Rabies is wild. Let him be wild. Oh, look, he's eating it. Dude, Rabies is the coolest. May is perhaps the most versatile person in this whole fucking town. To go from hanging with like the church people to the industrial underbelly of Possum Springs, to hanging out with Germ on the fringes, to mix and mingle with the town's socialites during Harfest, and to cross generational boundaries with its old and young. It's pretty incredible. See ya. Oh my god, the adventures. Oh yeah, the 3 weird teens we met. Well, I don't think we've seen any of those pentagrams. I guess we can try and look around for them. How did he get over this thing? I can't jump that. Just wondering about the ghost. Okay. Okay. We've been doing a lot in the town so far, and we haven't even hung out with Angus yet. Where would one of these pentagrams be, I wonder? Ugh, these two being on the outs is genuinely so upsetting to me. I mean, there's nothing sacred in this world if even the Smelters fans can't get along. It's very respectful of the other gentleman to not pry or push, though, if his friend isn't ready. Oh gosh, I hope they fix things. Any pentagrams over here? Now here's a man who loved statues. Don't get a lot of people getting statues made of themselves today. We're secure in ourselves, okay? We don't need statues to make us feel better. If I got a statue, I'd have them make me real tall. Oh, May. Okay, there's the video store. So when we're ready to hang out with Angus, I'm sure we can find him there. I can't believe they just leave the band stuff in there. What if someone steals it? What if the building falls down? We should start taking Greg's bass home. Just, you know, in case. That must be where we, practice. Okay, well, while we're traipsing around the town, we might as well go feed those baby rats with my pocket pretzel. Was this dude's head always missing? It's a bit strange. Oh, there's Lori. What is this? I think these are supposed to be weather stations? Pioneer Scouts made them when they weren't playing football or learning about manhood. These are the manliest of miniature windmills, for sure. Oh, that's neat. What the hell was that? Dude, this town is full of secrets. Like, who is this? Hey. Hello. But there's so much action going on in Possum Springs today. I'm May. Hello, May. I'm Salim. Are you a busker? Are you busking? What's busking? I don't know. I think it's when you play outside and people give you money. Are you going to give me money? No. Then I'm not busking. Cool. What? May is... She just has such an interesting effect on people. Drawing something? Yeah, drawing a bad guy for a movie. I like the way that she leaps into her sitting position. Have you ever, like, filmed anything ever? I made a little movie with my phone, and I pirated some movie programs. It's real bad. I play bass real bad. How long have you been playing? Enough to be real bad. All right, I'm off. You see someone mess up in the mural in the tunnel? Yeah, pretty funny. I mean, very weird and bad. Any idea who did it? Nope. Lots of suspects, though. Yeah, whole town full of suspects. Really not that many suspects, actually. Oh, there's another one of those little things. Those windmills. Okay, baby rats, I'm coming, but there's a mystery of the windmills right now that I'm kind of curious about. What is that? Okay, I better make sure I didn't miss any going this way. Oh, what is in here? This is Greg's house. Oh, this just lets me get on the roof. Sweet! Okay. What in the hell is a malt? I actually don't know. Oh, shit. Oh, another thing. Wait! And there's a pentagram! Right there. K-E. With a big snake. Big snake! LLDA. Okay. Well, it doesn't seem I can interact with it, but... Oh well. All kinds of mysteries to solve. I don't know what that's gonna do, but... it's doing something. Sending little messages out. Oh, there's like a little dragon. What's in here? What is this? All the birds. What is this? Holy shit, that's a lot of birds. Hello. Hello. I'm May. Sadie. What are you doing up here? What are you doing up here? I mean, do I need a reason? No, let's not be so confrontational, May. We are just exploring. Same way I found it. Did you know this is the only stage in town? That's not true. Is it? I don't know if it's true or not. Are you on stage a lot? Nope, not for a long time at least. Looks like no one's played here in a long time. Yeah, been a few decades. Are you gonna, like, put on something here? Oh, I didn't think anyone's gonna be putting anything on here. At least not anytime soon. No electricity. Probably structurally unsound. Infested with rats and pigeons. Let's not get so carried away. It's not infested. If those creatures have chosen this as their habitat. Other than the electricity, that's like most of the town. That it is, that it is. Funny. What? I just met this guy over by the church steps. He was also hanging by himself and playing music. Small world. Well, small town at least. Definitely. See ya. Okay. Hella birds. Oh, another pentagram. Doesn't prove anything. Weird teens. Spooky though. Oh, maybe I do have to find the ones I can interact with. I don't think I could interact with the one that was etched on the roof here. Maybe this one doesn't count. Okay, well, I guess we keep looking for them. Oh. Newsman, what's in the news? Yam shortage this Thanksgiving. Oh, geez, we need the yams. Better get them now before they're gone. There's gonna be, like, yam riots. Because not enough yams. Worse reasons. I love how that guy is just not at all fazed by a regular window conversation with May Borowski. Okay. I guess we can check in with Mama Cat before we hang out with Angus. Oh, and the baby rats. I better not forget, again, to feed them. I guess it is kind of curious that we're starting to see people playing music just like in our dreams. And the stuff underneath the town. Some kind of convergence between the dream world and the real world may be happening. But no time for that, okay? I've got to feed my children first. Because I've got dreams for them. Stick flowers are like super depressing for some reason. Oh, I think I read this last time. Baby rats, baby rats, baby rats! All right, my little miracle rats. Time to eat. Gosh. Get it! Come on, baby rats. Get the pretzel. So many of you. Someday you won't need me anymore, and you'll leave. I'll even recognize you on the street as we pass each other. I love you, miracle rats. Yeah. Well, we got an extra rat scene since I had to reload my save, and the baby rats were double fed for today. Okay, let's check in with Mama Cat. And I think we got all those windmills. Oh, well, we can check in with Mama Cat and see if Bruce is out. Bruce! Getting kind of cold, huh? Yeah, nip in the air at night. I like fall when it gets cold. Me too. Real pretty out as well. I used to cry at fall trees when I was a kid. Why? Because they were so pretty. I did that when my daughter was born. You have a daughter? Yep. Where is she? Oh. Sorry. It's fine. Oh. Damn, that hits. I love this game's ability to represent such complex emotional things like that. Sometimes just hinting at a complicated history is enough. Hey, Jen. Hey. Hey, Borowski? Yeah. What are you doing back here? Does Greg know you're back? Oh, is this the cooler cousin? Nah, just here for a day. Had to pick some stuff up from Greg's mom. Hauling back to school tonight. Ah. Didn't you go to school? What are you doing here? Dropped out. Kinda. Well, let's not lie about it. And that's the second time now that she's she said kinda dropped out. Oh, sorry to hear that. Whatever. What are you doing? What are you going for? I want to do fashion design. Is that a job you can get? Theoretically. You still go to go crossbow hunting? Greg used to have a crossbow too, I think. Yeah, I still hunt rabbits and stuff. Nothing big. Don't get much chance at school. I was shooting at that tree over there. Then I noticed there was a dude sleeping behind it. So I stopped. Oh yeah, that's Bruce. He's nice. Well, I'm just glad I didn't accidentally put a bolt in his face. Oh yeah, that'd be bad. Well, it was nice seeing you, question mark? You still see Greg sometimes? Oh yeah, all the time. Well, tell that cousin of mine he needs to come see me out in Bright Harbor. Sure thing. See ya. Take it easy. Jen. Greg's cousin, okay. I love those dialogue moments where there's just a sort of hanging silence between them. Okay, let's go see what Mama Cat is up to. Mama Cat. I'm so glad they patched things up. Hey, you free? Maybe? Want to go on a quick adventure? Don't you have a job? Pastor's gone. I'm gonna skip out. Yeah, I would love to go on an adventure with Mom. That's the benefit of being open to new experiences. You just never know what you're gonna find. Let's skip work. Only I'm skipping work, hon. Oh, hush. I'm an accessory to the crime. Also, not a crime, sweetie. I don't think I've ever been up here. We used to come up here all the time. Did we? No, we as in my friends and I when we were your age. Oh, okay. I'm not used to you using any other we's. Believe it or not, I've had several we's. Huh. Oh, they're so funny together. Gosh, there's like a whole little side quest here with Mom now. Yeah, this episode has quite a lot of stuff in it already. I didn't expect there to be so much town activity. So maybe we will save Angus's adventure for the next episode. And maybe we'll close things out with Mama Cat here, who has, for some reason, taken us to the edge of town in the middle of a workday. This is nice. Used to be a lot more trees around up here. They got cut down when they put in the towers. I don't remember that. You know, all kinds of things happened before you were born. What? Some minor parts of history took place, yes. I do think it's adorable how she goes forward but then waits for us to catch up. And then lets us go ahead. So what is this place? Jenny's Field. Ever heard of it? No, I don't think. Back in the 30s, there was this woman and her daughter walking here. And the woman's daughter is in front of her. And then she's just gone. Like, disappeared. What happened? Turns out there was a sinkhole that opened up when a pillar collapsed in the mines in the hill. Jeez. Yep, no one could see it because of the grass. Jeez, another town tragedy. Her name was Jenny. This is Jenny's Field. They never found her. Just... gone. So, wait. Why are we here? What? You're not up for taking, for a little risk-taking? Well, I actually think that that's what makes May so open to new experiences is she has a pretty decently high risk tolerance. And not always to her benefit. Maybe one of the things on her health continuum is that sometimes she takes risks like, I don't know, smashing glass bulbs in front of her friend and potentially causing eye damage. But if you don't take risks, you never have new experiences. As I have gotten older myself, sometimes I have the narrative in my own head that I've become, like, more risk-averse. Like, I find myself saying no to a lot of new experiences. Not even major ones, just, you know, not being sure if they're going to be a good fit for me. And I try to check in with that and make sure that if I have the instinct to say no, as soon as I've learned about the thing, I try to pause and really reflect on why I'm saying no. And so I kind of have this thought like, oh, as I've gotten older, I'm definitely more risk averse. But I don't even know if that's true, actually. Because when I think about it, there are things that I do and will do that feel like natural, like they don't even feel like risks because they're so normalized to me, like moving to another country. Like for a lot of people, that feels very strange and not something very accessible to them. And it's a huge financial and personal and cultural risk, you know, if it's not something you have to do, like to sort of emigrate by choice. But it's something I've chosen to do several times and will choose to do again. And it almost doesn't even feel like a risk, but that's kind of me overlooking one of my traits in the positive continuum of my health, which is that I actually have grown to adapt pretty well to new and unfamiliar places and people and environments, and there's been a lot of good that's come from that. And yet there are some times where someone's like, do you want to go see like this movie? And I'm like, I'm not sure if I really want to take the risk of not enjoying that 2 hours or whatever. So, I don't know, risk tolerance is kind of interesting. What people consider to be risks, and yeah, I think something really admirable about May is that she really does put herself in a lot of situations that I think will give her a lot of worldly experience at the end of things. Even though she's seen as kind of naive in some ways, she exposes herself to many walks of life. And she's much more likely to have a better understanding of people and their narratives because she does hang out with people like Germ and Bruce and the town council and Bee and Greg and Angus and across the whole continuum of personalities and lifestyles. And the fact that she has such an easy time connecting with them and integrating with them for the short time she's with them is kind of amazing. Ah! What's wrong? I thought it was a sinkhole thing. How about that? Okay, what is that? For some reason, before Unified pulled out, they brought this old lime furnace up on the mountain. Why? Who knows? Unified did a lot of things. Looks like it's been here forever. It just sunk into the ground a lot. Like Jenny, but slower. We used to climb up there. Want to try? Oh, sweetie. I had you, and also a lot of birthdays and donuts since then, and not much climbing. Let's give it a climb. This is an easy climb. Almost as easy as thieving pretzels. So, good thing this chimney is sealed up here. Yes, good thing. What can you see up there? It's been a while. Possum Springs and most of the valley. Or the highway. No, we can see Possum Springs. What does it look like? A quilt? Like someone dumped out some blocks? That's a pretty good description, actually. Sounds about right. I remember I couldn't tell if being up there made everything feel bigger or smaller. It's a weird feeling. Yeah, I know that one. I used to have a dream when I was your age, where I was in the big parking lot out by the tracks, and I'd start running, but there was always more parking lot. What do you think it meant? I don't know. Feels weird to tell you what your dreams mean. Why? You are my mom. Fair. I mean, my reaction would be that May's mom clearly wanted to get out of town, like most everyone else in Possum Springs. But that always felt like, no matter how hard she tried, there was no accomplishing it. No matter how far you get away from the things that parking lot just continues to extend, and you can't get out of it. I think it's a complex thing to want your child to expand beyond the horizons that you weren't able to, in a way hoping they can have an experience that you can't have. But also, yeah, I think there's a part of May's mom that sees that as like kind of a vicarious thing. And I think May picked up on that. It's kind of why when they had their little conflict that she was like, you know, you wanted this for me. Maybe more than May wanted it. And my success can't be a substitute for your failure, essentially, is what she was getting at. I mean, we still don't really know how much May really cares that she's not at school anymore. I kind of got the vibe early on that she was like very dissatisfied about coming home to Possum Springs because it felt like going backwards. But honestly, the more time that we spend here, I don't know if she's really all that pessimistic about it. It's clear that other people in the town are. Greg hates his job. Bee hates her job. Angus seems pretty chill with things, to be quite honest. And, well, there's a general dissatisfaction running through some of the people, but actually not all of them. Germ, for instance, seems to be thriving in this place. But maybe he has a very different standard for what enough is in his life, given what he's come from. For May, though, I wonder at this stage, is it really a thing of, I wish I would have succeeded at college so I could have progressed that storyline in my life, or is she really not that bent out of shape about coming home? I think she's probably adopted some of that from mom, like, okay, well, I was meant to do this, and if I didn't do it, then I'm not living up to something. But I think we're just seeing that maybe it really wasn't for her. She seems to have quite a lot of fun with people like Germ and Selmers, and is it really such a a negative thing in her life that she hasn't like surpassed them and surpassed Possum Springs? I don't know. I wonder if you asked her at this stage, well, what does she really want from life? What she would say. For whatever reason, this little chapter of the story has put her in quite a reflective mood, though. Being underneath Possum Springs and out on the outskirts and up here on this furnace chimney. Why did we come up here today? Well, I was hoping you'd fall into a sinkhole, obviously. Well, that didn't work out. Drat. Guess I'll just have to keep you. I couldn't see what your expression was when you said that. Do you need to? No. Well, see you at home. Hey! Why did we come up here? That's a good question. Mom. Oh, and little Jenny. Underneath the ground there. Well, at least where we are in the story, I know we're building up to, you know, some potential problems that May is facing, maybe with some of her perceptions and her anxieties and dreams and all of that stuff, but I genuinely feel like she has more going for her than against her at this point. I think given everything that's going on, this very easily could have been a disaster for her. Coming home, seeing herself as a failure, others seeing her as a failure, struggling to adapt to a familiar environment, recognizing that there's no obvious prospects for her in the town that she grew up in, that it's only stagnating, that everyone around her seems kind of miserable about the circumstances they're in, and that could easily roll off on her, that the family's having financial troubles, and some of it's related to things that she's been directly involved in. Like, the fact that her self-esteem is not in the fucking gutter is not an accident. There's something along the continuum, positive traits that she has, that keep her little cat brain afloat. And the same is true for you and I. I think we've just been very trained and reinforced to look mostly at the things that make us unhealthy. And there is value in that. There will always be value in that. But I think we're sleeping on the value of trying to understand, well, what are the things that make this person healthy, given their context? And focusing on those factors that make her healthy are in no way a blindness to negative traits and things that make her or any of us unhealthy. Just like a focus on negative things isn't completely blind to positivity. I just think that more and more, I want to know what the other side of the equation is. And what I've seen so far in the real world is that people tend to feel better and more confident about dealing with the troubling things in their lives when you add that part of the subject in. Like I said at the beginning, we're aware, usually, of the negative things in our life. We can feel it. Understanding why they're there has some value. But there's no reason why we can't train ourselves to also find obvious value in the same way in the things that do work, and the things that make us actually pretty awesome. And with that said, I think we'll end things here on a lighter note. And next time we will go hang out with Angus. We haven't gotten a chance to bond with him yet, but I think he's someone we can look up to as well. So with that said, thanks for watching. Be good to yourselves, and I'll see you next time.